everyone, Doc Jones here with a new prompt for Small Nuggets, Big Change. The goal of this project is to give you little things to ponder, to think about, to put in action, to make big changes in your life. I'm doing it with my friend and just all around great human being, Craig Shapiro. He's an educator, author, podcaster. Check out his channel at Cutting the Crap with Shap. And while you're there, check out mine as well. Subscribe to them both. Subscribe to this so you can get these as they come out, and leave us some comments as to what you like, what you don't like, and give us some topics to talk about. But this topic, let's honor the talk. What am I thinking? You know, oftentimes somebody does something wrong and we say, what were you thinking? And the real answer is, I wasn't. Think of how many times we do something or go about in our life where we go task to task to task, place to place to place, errand to errand to errand, blah, 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 to on. You get the idea. We don't think. When's the last time you stopped, slowed your world down just to be present and think? Well, you do that a number of ways. But what I want you to do is I want you to do it through breathing. What I want you to do is sometime when you get a chance, I want you to close your eyes in a quiet spot. And I want you to just think about your breathing, feel your breathing going in and out. And I want you to take deep breaths. And I want you to become very aware of what you're thinking. And you do that by just recognizing, realizing the thoughts in your brain and your mind and how they're affecting you. Are they coming in fast, rapid fire? Are they coming in slow or easy? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they about the day? Are they about the day before? Are they about what's going on in the future? And I want you to just kind of slowly clean them out and push them out while you're concentrating on your breathing, taking deep breaths. And I want you to be very aware of what your thoughts are, what you are thinking, because that affects you. And then it's one thing to recognize and realize and to name and to notice. It's another thing to change. I want you to start to turn your thoughts and make them useful to you. Make them useful to you by setting an intention for a certain amount of time. Set your frame of mind you're going to have for the next hour. What's your intention for the next hour? Is it to pay attention to somebody? Is it to arrive at home after work and interact in a positive way with your spouse and your children? Is it the next hour I'm really going to focus on writing that book? I'm going to focus on getting this project done. Whatever it is, set your intention while you're breathing. So you turn those thoughts into something positive that work for you. You discover and change what you're thinking. So that's your strategy. Look, what we think is powerful, but oftentimes we don't know what we're thinking. So the idea of this small nugget is first notice what you are thinking, then slowly turn it to work for you, because that is what's going to help you be more successful. So next time somebody says, what are you thinking? You can honestly answer them, because you'll know. Look, it's not easy. It's difficult. You'll persevere, and you'll do that because you are awesome. Thanks for listening.
Hi, everybody. It's Shap. So what am I thinking? That's the prompt this week from my good friend and co-host, Dr. Christopher Jones. We are all about small nuggets for big change. If you get a chance, please subscribe to our podcast. Get involved and ask us questions. Throw us a comment. Whatever you can do to get involved to make us keep coming up with these great ideas. So again, today's prompt is, what am I thinking? When I saw this from Chris, I took a second and I said, okay, what am I thinking? For me, that generally makes me think about things that are going well in my life. You see, I tend to be a relatively positive guy. I think about my health and my wellness, my family, the things that are important to me, my job. And what that does is it gets me thinking about how fortunate I am. And as human beings, we sometimes think about things that are wrong, everything that can be going bad in our lives. And it's human nature. If you get a chance, check out our previous podcast, which is called The Beach House from Hell. You will love it. It is awesome. It talks so much about just perspective. And that's kind of where I want to go with this really quickly. What am I thinking is all about perspective. It's, am I thinking about things in my life that are making me a happier, healthier, more positive person? Because if I am, then what's going to happen, what I'm thinking is going to translate to how I'm relating to other people, the relationships I have in my own life, my health and wellness. It's also going to do something really powerful. It has a pay it forward effect. Yeah, I really believe that. I really believe that what we are thinking leads to the actions and the words that we're actually doing. You see, if I'm walking around and all I'm thinking about is everything that's wrong, then how in the world is that going to translate to making my life and other people's lives better? And let me be clear, I'm not talking about perfection. I'm not saying that every single moment you need to be thinking about, oh my God, that's so unrealistic and actually not even healthy. But if we can spend most of our time thinking about the positive things in our life, that really does make a meaningful difference, and it also helps others. So again, if you get a chance, please subscribe to our channels. Also, I have a podcast, Cutting the Crap with Shap. Dr. Jones has a podcast, Seeing to Lead. We'd love for you to subscribe to them. And also, obviously, our main one, Small Nuggets, Big Change. That's what we're all about. Please leave us a comment, share an idea, tell us what you thought, because that's how the channel grows. And again, as always, you are awesome.
Hey everybody, Doc Jones here with the wrap up to What Am I Thinking? The first thing I want to do though is thank you for taking the time to tune into our show, Small Nuggets, Big Change. You know, the show with myself and co-host Craig Shapiro, who's a fantastic author, educator, podcaster. He's really getting it done and has some great advice. Of course, you know that because you're already listening to this. So do me a favor. Do us both a favor. Take some time. Subscribe to this, rate, review it, and share it. That's how this grows. And it could grow even more if you'd give us a suggestion about what topic we tackle next, or some thoughts that you had from this one. So, on to the wrap up for What Am I Thinking? You know, our thoughts are so powerful, and they're so much more powerful than we even realize on a daily basis. They drive our actions because they start at the very basic level of self-confidence, self-image, and they go into our body language, where if you see somebody, you know instantly whether they're having a tough day, they don't believe in themselves, or they're super confident, or they're positive, upbeat people. You know that. And the way you know that is because they're thinking something. So it's really important that you pay attention to what you are thinking. Craig brings up a great point. Look, we're not saying that you need to be so positive all the time. Bad things do happen. Negative things do happen. But if you can just look for the positive each time, it will significantly increase the amount of time that you spend in a positive frame of mind, which will then increase your self-confidence. It'll increase your self-image, and you'll even carry yourself better, which all those put together will help you become more successful. You'll take on those tasks that maybe you didn't feel confident enough to do last time. Now, the other thing that's really powerful, and this is why Craig is so great and I enjoy working with him so much. The other thing Craig brings up is that pay it forward feeling. Man, he is right on with that. You see, when you pay it forward, you do something good. Everybody knows about it. Many of you heard the movie. I don't know, maybe I'm dating myself. It's an older movie. It's a great one. Check it out. But that pay it forward effect, you see, when you're doing good things because you're in a positive frame of mind, your presence with other people, just by virtue of them being around you, it brings them up too. It brings them to another positive space. And who wouldn't want that? Because nobody wants to hang around and be in a negative space all the time. At first, it's catchy. People like to complain when they get together. But to live there always, you eventually realize and know that you have that feeling of ick, that yuck. So make sure that you pay attention to what you're thinking. Take a quiet moment. Use a breathing exercise and notice how your thoughts are coming in fast, slow, positive, negative, and then intentionally set them to be the way you want them to be. And who wouldn't want positive thoughts? Who wouldn't want to know what they're thinking and why? Thanks again. We both really appreciate it. Hey, help us grow. We'd really appreciate it if you've subscribed. But also check out our other podcasts, Cutting the Crap with Shap with Craig Shapiro and Seeing to Lead with me. Now go out there, notice what you're thinking, and be positive because you are awesome.